Well, it
Yeah.
sounds like you're truly an advocate for all things, right? For truckers, for women, for your family, for your friends.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's we only live on this planet for a short lifetime, and we want to
We
be
do.
remembered by the kind of person we were and how we cared and loved, those within our circles, not so much for what we did or what our title was or any special
Hmm.
accolades. But
Right.
yeah, I think that for you, I'm curious, um, how do you think how do you think your advocacy work kind of helps you now, and not only for like your health and well-being, but for those folks that you support in the transportation industry?
Um, you know, I will say that um just because I'm so big, I'm such a people person too. So like
Mm,
and I think the way that it helps me um is because I know that I'm helping others. Does that make sense?
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah. Being of
for
service,
me,
yeah.
yeah, so that's how it helps me because it's uh at the end of the day it's a wonderful feeling to be able to just know that you made a difference
Hmm.
in somebody's life. And sometimes that's just a phone call. And I joke when and kind of sort of joke when I say, being a driver recruiter kind of also makes you a therapist because
Mm,
this profession, like being a truck driver, is a lonely profession. Um,
mhm,
and when these drivers are on the road, especially, drivers who are over the road,
mhm.
who are gone for like a week or 2 weeks or even more at a time, it's just them in a truck,
Yeah.
and they don't get to have those interactions with people,
Mhm.
and you can tell, at least I can, when I call them and and we start conversations, and they just start talking.
Opening up.
Check,
Yeah, they just
yeah,
open
opening up
up.
and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh.
And then they'll apologize. So they'll be like, I'm sorry, as I don't mean to you know, just bombard you with all this stuff or dump all this on you. And I'm like, trust me, it's okay. I
Yeah.
get it. And I'm like, and
Oh.
honestly, I could probably chat with them for like hours. And I'm like, but yeah, I also understand I have a job to do and you have a job to
Right,
do, and
right.
I don't want to, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, it's that's one of the reasons why I really love what I do, because I do get to
Mhm,
talk to like a diverse group of people, because
mm.
no two truckers are alike.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
um it's I love it. I
Yeah.
absolutely love it. it's
Mhm,
it's my favorite part. And I'm grateful for having these experiences, and for these drivers opening up to me and talking to
mhm,
me. And because I've always been told, like, I have like such a friendly demeanor and like voice over the phone. They're like,
mhm.
wow, you're just so nice. And they're like, I've never experienced a recruiter like, as nice as you. And like, wow, this is, you know
Aw.
um this is so different. And that comes with a lot of feelings, though. Number one, it's like, oh wow, I'm glad I can make you feel that way. But number two, it's like,
Mhm.
I'm sad that you also feel that way, because I'm sad
Yeah.
that you've never had like such a positive, or like, positive encounters and interactions with
Mhm.
recruiters before.
Mm.
And it I make it a point to where I'm always like trying to keep in contact with
Mm.
the drivers that I help on board. And I tell them, like, you know, my job does not end once sign that offer letter. And I'm like,
Mhm.
for me, my job just begins. I'm like, because
Aw.
now I'm going to be bugging you and I'm going to be calling you and I'm going to make sure and check in on you and make sure you're okay, even if it's just like a quick 5-minute
Mhm.
conversation, I want to make sure, you know, like number one, you're comfortable, you have
Mhm.
everything that you need, that you're having a good experience.
Mhm.
Okay, because that's important to me. Or if there's anything that I can do to make it better for you.
Mhm.
And again, I had drivers tell me, I've been in this industry 20 years and I've never had a recruiter call me
Aw.
to check up on me.
Aw.
And and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I'm like, "That's terrible." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh
But
no." But
mm.
that's why I'm here and that's what I do. That's why I do what I do and I love what I do because
Yeah.
I'm just like such a big people person and and like I said, that definitely you could definitely feel that over the phone. I've had
Mhm.
drivers tell me like, you're it's just something about your
Yeah.
energy and
Right.
I love when people start talking about energy because I know some people are just like, oh, that's just a bunch of
Yeah,
like
yeah. But it's true.
bunch of
We're all
bubbles.
energy.
Exactly. We're all made of
We'll
energy.
we'll have
Like,
to
what
have
do
a
you
part
mean?
2 and get into the energy
Yes.
conversation. I would love that.
Well, you're gonna have to because I can talk about that too. But I had
Yeah,
driver,
we'll definitely
yeah.
put that. Well, I mean, and just imagine the life of a long haul driver. Like it's
Yes.
pretty isolated, and
Mhm.
I think just that quick call, that just quick check in here and there. I mean, if you look at any type of research, that even if it's a quick social interaction, anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes can totally change the energy of a
Yep.
person, So,
Mhm.
so those little conversations matter. And even if you have to keep them short, like don't sell yourself short in terms of
Mhm.
how you're making those folks feel, because it's really significant. So thank you for that. It's great.
Aw, thank you. Yeah, I absolutely love it. But you're right. It does make a difference. I know.
Hmm.
And I can speak from experience if somebody just, you know, calls me or just sends me a quick text and like, hey, I'm thinking of you. I hope you're doing okay. And I'm like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
you took
Yeah.
time out of your
Yes.
day to check in on me.
Yes.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. That's
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
I love
well, we
this.
normally wrap up the pod, or I should say I wrap up the pod with whoever's on with a little task or like an offering to folks to try for like the next week, something that will promote health and well-being, whether it's in their life or the lives of the people in their circles. So what do you think would be a good thing for folks to maybe try? Could be anything.
I think I'm going to have folks just try to compliment somebody. Um, you know, it doesn't have to be like a big compliment or, just compliment somebody or, say hello. Like even if it's just a random stranger. I'm so big on that
Mm,
too. I'll like randomly just
yeah.
say hi to people and
Oh, that's
they're just
wonderful.
like, "Oh wow, hi." And or if it's somebody you haven't spoken to that's been on your mind on a while, shoot them a text. Say, "Hey,
Hmm.
thinking of you. Just I hope you're okay. Hope all is well." I mean, so that would be my task.
I love
So,
that. I
so
love
you
that.
got
Well,
three to choose from, right? So,
yeah. Bing, bang, boom. Let's
yeah, there you
go.
go. Let's do this. No excuses. You got three.
No. Well, how can folks get a hold of you, Diana, if they want to reach out and